All right, boys and girls, who can tell me what we learned about yesterday? Cassidy.
The different types of propaganda.
Very good. All right, so I want you right now for your entrance ticket to see if you can match an image on the board, A, B, C, or D, with one of these 4 terms, which are different types of propaganda. So you're going to have about, I'm going to put on the timer, about 2 minutes to match those, and then if you finish that, I want you to move on to this question where you choose one of these images to analyze. Go ahead. Those of you that still are trying to get it and you're still having a little bit of a hard time with different terms, you can use the handout we gave yesterday, the different propaganda techniques. If you think you have it, challenge yourself and don't have that out with you. Turn it over. Don't look at it. And remember, once you're done, I want you to go through, pick one of these images, and explain what the message it's trying to send is. I'm going to add another minute to the time. $30 seconds. Remember, once you're done, analyze one. If you finish that, try another one until the time's up. Alright, that's done. That's okay. Let's talk about it. Who could tell me which letter was transferred? Come on.
B.
B was transferred. Okay, I'm going to make this a little bigger. Can you explain to me why this image was transferred? What makes this picture transfer? Come on.
Because it has like the American flag and the Statue of Liberty in it, and it's trying to get a message over that he cares about America.
Okay. What about these images make you think he cares about America? Who can answer that? What about that specific image, the flag, the Statue of Liberty, makes you think he cares about America? Audrey?
Because he's got the Statue of Liberty in the background and the flags, and it's saying that he loves America, so maybe you should vote for him.
Because he loves America. Very good. Sierra?
And also, he doesn't have any other country or place, just America.
No. It's really focused on America. Good. All right, we'll minimize that guy. Let's take a look at which one do we think was the testimonial, number 2. Will.
A.
A is the testimonial. All right. How do you know? How's that the testimonial?
It's the testimonial because it's saying that this celebrity uses this type of product or uses Weight Watchers because it works, and if she does it.
Who would be the best people to show this ad to? Who would be the best people to show this ad to, Caleb?
The aged adults and people that want to lose pounds. They focus mainly on people that love that celebrity and people that need to lose weight.
I want to focus on that second one you said. People that love that celebrity. Yes, people that want to lose weight, that's their product, that's what they do. Why is it important to show that to people who like that celebrity? Audrey.
Because if they like the celebrity, that means they'll probably follow the celebrity for doing it.
Yeah, it makes them more likely to listen. Yeah, good. All right, let's go with this one. Number 3, card stacking. Which one is card stacking? Come on.
D.
D. Why is this card stacking?
Because it's giving a whole bunch of facts, but it's not giving all of them.
Mhm.
It's just giving the certain ones that makes it look good.
All right, what fact specifically is it focusing on?
The saturated fat and the trans fat.
Is that the only thing that's related to our health?
No.
What other things could it have talked about that maybe would have helped? Sierra?
Calories?
Calories,
Sodium.
sodium.
Oh.
Okay, so it's using facts, right? This is not opinions, it's using facts, but specific facts. All right, this guy's out of the way. Let's talk about, well, that gets kind of easy now. What is number 4, the glittering generality? Carson.
The yes we can thing, because it doesn't really say what we can do, it just says that we can. It's general.
Why is that an effective ad, though? It doesn't tell you anything. I agree. Yes, we can. Do what? I don't know, but we can do it. Why is it effective? Why is that a good art? Why is that a good piece of propaganda? Carrington?
Well, because they have our president that's saying this weekend, and also it's kind of saying that we can do it, and like it's not really.
It's definitely positive. It's that glittering aspect to it. It's positive. Caleb?
It allows the reader of the poster to think of the rest. Like, what can we do?
Exactly.
We can do this. We can do that.
It's such a great ad because it lets you put your stuff into it. What can we do? What do you want to do? No problem. Also, is that easy to remember or hard to remember? Easy. I know that. I know this candidate. He's the Yes We Can guy. All right. Cool. So we kind of did this part here. We went over the posters and analyzed what they meant. So here's what I want to focus on today. Today you're going to be working in teams. Teams of 3, and I'm going to show you your teams in a second. You're going to be working in teams on a Google document. If you remember, that's the document we've used that's live, and we can type in our responses, and it shares it with me so I can see what you wrote, and I can also write comments back to you. You're going to work as a team to talk about these types of questions related to different pieces of propaganda. I'm going to model for you what I'm expecting you to do today. These are the questions it's going to ask you to talk about. Live for now. And it shows some pictures of people as can Pepsi. This is obviously a Pepsi commercial, right? Or a Pepsi ad? Okay, so if I'm modeling, I'm thinking about how to analyze this piece of propaganda. What is the message? Well, I think because I see the can of Pepsi, and I see a lot of people that look like they're having a good time, and I see that slogan, live for now, Pepsi is awesome. Pepsi is fun, and Pepsi is fun right now. Pepsi is fun. I actually have Pepsi right now. I'm going to go out and have fun. I'm going to live in the moment. I'm going to have a good life. That's the message I see. So Pepsi is a fun product that you should have now. That's the message that I read from this advertisement. How do I know? It's kind of what I said. I see smiling people. I see this ad, live for now. It tells me, this is not something from the past, not from the future. I want to have Pepsi now. And I definitely know it's Pepsi because I see that can in the center of all those people having fun. What type of propaganda is it? I'm going to say glittering generality because live for now is the message, right? But I think there might be a second one in there. Anybody know what the second one they think is in there? Dennis?
Testimonial?
Not quite testimonial because we don't know who's saying it. But think about the images of people having fun with Pepsi. Sierra? No, some it could be plain folks. I think this one's celebrity. One more.
I would say that would be transfer.
Transfer. I'm transferring all those fun times. This guy that looks like he's dribbling a basketball. This girl who looks like she's at a concert, her hands up in the air, she's going crazy. These guys who were apparently having a pillow fight. And this singer, and it looks like they're all having a great time. I'm transferring that fun time to Pepsi. And finally, what's the audience that it would be best for? I'm thinking, and this isn't a question, I just want to model it real quick. You're going to get a chance to do this in just a second. I think this is for a younger crowd, because everyone in here is young, right? Everyone looks like they're in their late teens, early 20s, right around that age. So it's for your active, youthful people, you know, teenagers to young adults. And is it effective? For me, I think I fall in that age range. I like it. I really like the idea of going to a concert, and I play basketball myself, so I think I like I like the idea of living for now. Something I always want to do. Everyone wants to live for the moment. Okay, that's how I do it. Today, you're going to have discussions with your team members about a text, an image, and a video. 3 different types of propaganda. Here are your groups. Group A is going to be with me on the back table. Group B, you guys can grab a Chromebook and find your own location in the classroom that you think you'll work best in. C, D, E, and F, the same thing. Okay? I would like you all to do that now. And well, once you get the Chromebook, you're going to go to Moodle, the class blog, and you are going to go sign in. Only one of you has to sign in, and go to the correct, under reading, the correct document for your group. It'll have you sign into Google Drive once you do it. And only other thing you have to say is that I do need to hand these out. I will just give it to whoever has the Chromebook. These are team roles. What you are going to do, you are going to each have a role in this activity today. One person is going to be the scribe, the person that types. One person is going to be the discussion leader, the person who's kind of making sure you're on task. One person is going to be the evaluator. What you're going to do is you're going to give on a piece of paper, write an evaluation on it, and you're going to give your team members a grade, 1 through 5. You're also going to give your team a grade, overall 1 through 5, on your ability to complete the task. Do we understand that, evaluators? Yes. Well, you don't know who you are yet, but you will. Okay, so if I could have, I'll put that smartboard up again. The first member on each team, the first person in each group, go grab a Chromebook. Except for my group, which you guys just meet me at the back table. You have 2 minutes. Now, 1 minute to get to your groups. 1 minute to get with your 1 minute to get with your group. Once you have your Chromebook, please come get this from me. I'm fine. You guys have a different I want to challenge you, okay? Because you guys were able to do this yesterday when we talked about it. When we worked against each other on quiz, you guys were able to do a really good job with it. So I want to challenge you and give you some harder texts, harder images to analyze, okay? All right. You're also not going to have the same questions everyone else will. You just get 1 prompt at the beginning. It's your job to have an appropriate discussion. Got it? All right. No, instead of an evaluation, you're just going to take a piece of paper and rank everything 1 through 5. Okay? All right. Who else doesn't have it? One other group? 2 other groups. Last chance. Okay. Pass these out. All right. My team in the back. I'm grabbing my computer. We're going to work on mine. Guys, as we're talking in this activity, I expect lots of student discussion. Keep it at a low level that will be appropriate for your group to be able to hear each other, but not so loud that the other teams get distracted by you.
Notice a blank question in each section. The discussion leader will have to come up with a question of this slash her
You're going to ask the discussion
and
director.
an example
That we
about the answer.
Discussion director both.
So,
Why don't you take
breezy,
fuel down?
cover girl.
Okay.
What is the message this propaganda is trying to send? Cite evidence that supports your interpretation of the message. So you just have an answer here? Yeah. Click enter. It's a makeup commercial. Analyzing propaganda.
Trying to send. Cite evidence that supports your interpretation of this message.
Welcome to the word propaganda. We're gonna be
what do we think?
Everyone to come in. I keep saying that. When you move your chairs, move the chairs, come around. Actually,
CoverGirl, I think, is a makeup brand.
It is.
Okay.
So I'm thinking that
you're gonna be the one.
since it's makeup, I'm thinking that using this makeup will make you
So,
like very
welcome to the word propaganda. You're gonna be doing 3 examples.
easy,
One text
like just,
which is what we do. We're gonna do
and then it'll make you beautiful, and you'll just be like happy. And
so,
Wait, you agree with that also?
easy. Okay, what does it mean? Easy, breezy, beautiful cover girl. What do you think that means? Go ahead.
That it's simple, beautiful, it says the brand,
So simple, beautiful. What's the brand? What's the brand? CoverGirl. So CoverGirl, and it's saying those words. It's simple, it's easy, beautiful. Okay, so it's simple, easy, beautiful. What do you see when you see that? CoverGirl. What do you think? What do you think message the person that made this advertisement is trying to say to the audience?
Because it's not really complicated like all the rest of the stuff.
Okay, which word tells you that? The complication part. Easy. All right. What's the other? There's another word in there. It's not just easy. What else does it make you feel?
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And breezy. What breezy? I'm gonna say connects to easy. Who thinks they know why breezy connects to easy? Who's ever heard a term that uses breezy?
So, because it's like, it's so easy to
Exactly. Okay. So, Lorena, you're the discussion leader. I want you to describe. I want you to type out what you think our team's message is. What you think the message is. Maybe want to repeat it for Lorena? What we think the message is?
It's very easy to get beautiful.
It's very easy to get beautiful with. Perfect. So it's very easy to get beautiful with CoverGirl. While Lorena's typing, I want to talk about the next one. The next one asks, what's your evidence? Actually, sorry, we talked about it. The next one asks, what technique does it use? So think of our techniques. Is there a celebrity in this one? No, not in this. This is just text. So is this going to be a testimonial? Are there any other people at all? Okay, so we're not going to be taking people and connecting it to us. What do you think it could be? Everyone think of one. Before, I want everyone to think of it. What you think it is. When you have it, I want you to put your finger on the word. Okay, I could agree with that one. There's also one other I could agree with. You two that you found your first one. Try and see if you can find the other one. So what do you think, Bunch? Your finger. Okay. Yes, I'll agree with that. Okay, so say it again. What do you have, Callista? What's the first one you had? Generalities. And remember, generality is something that is kind of like saying that this statement works for everybody. It's not really being specific. It's being broad. For this generality, why would this be a glittering generality? Easy, breezy, beautiful cover.
It doesn't really exactly say who it's for. It just says that it's easy, beautiful.
Do we need to know do we know the different types of makeup they have?
No.
Do we know anything about the product really at all? No, but we know it's easy, breezy, beautiful cover. Okay. What's another technique that you think it could be? You think transfer, Lorena? Why do you say transfer? Well, you have it right on. You're absolutely right. So we gotta think about why transfer.
It's transferring that it's easy, breezy, and beautiful to cover.
All right, perfect. That's exactly what it is. Those words and CoverGirl. It's saying that you know how sometimes you see synonyms next to each other, like fun, awesome, cool. It's saying CoverGirl is a synonym to all these other words. Easy, breezy, beautiful, CoverGirl. Same thing. All right, so why don't you write those two techniques that we've talked about? What were the two techniques again, Audrey?
It was glittering generalities and transfer.
Perfect. Okay, what's the next question? Where's my discussion leader? Or what's my next question, discussion leader?
It says, is this piece of propaganda effective as it persuaded you?
Okay, I'm gonna let you four talk about it. You think this is persuasive while I go around to the rest of the class. Now, I don't want you to start typing yet, but I do want you to talk amongst each other. All right, discussion leaders, your job to make sure that everyone is participating, okay?
Just decide on the final discussion, and we won't type to you.
Don't type till I get back, and then we'll make a decision together, and we will move on. So I want you to talk about if you think this is effective and why.
Could you repeat that, please? Is this piece of propaganda effective as it persuaded you wrong?
Can I see your image?
I think it's persuasive because it's saying that it's that with CoverGirl it's simple to get.
Okay, so what have you guys talked about?
I don't know what it's about.
The message, and right now we're on the evidence.
Okay, so here, you guys had a really hard one. You had a whole commercial. And yeah, well, that was a radio commercial. That was the transfer from radio commercial. And it talked all about, like, did I win the lotto? No, I have this insurance, right? And then she was just as excited. So, what was that message trying to do? What was that healthcare?
It was that it's inexpensive, it's easy to get to, because all you have to do is call their number.
Awesome. That's great. Now, think of what it did. What did it compare the healthcare to?
Compared it to winning
The lottery.
Okay.
It's like a great experience.
Okay, good. I'm going to leave you guys with that as you go on to your next questions. But think back to that, right, what you just said, when you're thinking of what technique does it use. Okay?
It's transferred. Transferred.
How we doing, guys?
Transferred
All right, CoverGirl stuff? What did CoverGirl? Can you kind of summarize what we talked about?
I think it's wrong with the card stuff, couldn't it?
It did kind of tell you information.
Beautiful. What
Might
technique
not
did it
do all the information, try to transfer that area.
use? Living generalities? Maybe some transfer? Think that maybe they're transferring those words to CoverGirl?
Oh,
Would that make sense? And then sometimes it doesn't have to be image, sometimes it could be like words. CoverGirl. Easy. Beautiful. Do you think that could fit?
I think it more transfer.
Connecting. Okay. So always look, but remember, some of these use more than one. But yeah, I like the living generalities that you use. I've seen a bunch of groups have the same thing. Alright.
That's pretty major.
My group. What do we have? We decide what we decide. Yes? Why?
I would say people who have income.
Alright, so answer as a group. So you go first then.
Just say, they use it on
You will no time at all? Awesome.
makeup, and you want makeup
Beauty
to
is
put
hard,
on.
right?
And it's easy to memorize because you wouldn't want like
This makes
you can't
all people
memorize.
have to go to all these.
Yeah,
all
and
these
it's
girls have to go all
a
these
very
all
common
this
thing.
makeup.
Like
All
I
this
would
makes
say
it
that all companies that you would see would have like their own slogan.
Now, I want you guys to start the image on your own. Okay? So as soon as you type your answer, go down to the image.
Example.
I think it's reasonably effective. I mean, I don't know what type of health insurance I have. But if I had a certain.
Alright, you got about 10 minutes. 10 minutes left. Keep working on those 3 ads. Okay, I've got to your group. How are we doing, guys? Which one are we on?
We're on the last question.
That's what easy. Come, girl? Okay. So as soon as you're done with that, move on to the image. This time, what I want you to do is just because I want you to be able to get through this a little bit. Instead of typing it all as we go through each question, answer each question, just talk about each question, just discuss them, okay? And when you're done, Cassidy, you're a really great typer, just write down some notes. Kind of write a sentence or two saying, I think this is the message, because of this, and it's using this technique. Yes or no effect. That way you don't have to spend so much time going over each question. We can talk about the whole thing, okay? And that way you can get through to all. All right?
just dividing conquer. One is that is superior to
Okay, guys, we want to talk about this. We don't just want to answer questions. We want to really discuss one way or the other. That's the message. Talk about it, okay? That's the whole point of the discussion. Who's the discussion leader here? All right, you got to make sure that everyone is participating. We're all talking.
They are. I'm just writing down what they say.
Oh, okay, very good.
the ways they are
All right,
of their downfall.
my group.
Is not really
Coverage doesn't talk about any like
So
Okay,
what
what
is the
kind of
message this
propaganda
transcendent? Oh, cool. So AT&T is the worst, Verizon's the best. Okay, I like that message. What's your evidence for that?
Because Verizon is covering more of the states and cities and everything. Verizon is covering some of the cities and states, not as much.
Not as much. So it's really comparing those two, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Good job. I like it. All right. All right. So Audrey just said the why. Now, who can tell me what technique that is when you're comparing two things? No, talk about it together. All right. I want you to keep talking about it. Look at. I want you first. Everyone, before we share it, I want you all to figure it out yourself. And then we'll come together to say what we think it is. You can read the definitions, but I want you to take a look. And I'll give you a hint. It's not going to be one of the ones we've already done. It's going to be a new one. Well, no, not one of the first two, glittering generalities. It's going to be a different one. Think so? Why this? Very good. I want you to share the purpose. Discussion director, I want you to start the conversation.
It says that Carson presents the best features
Okay, what information is it presenting?
It's presenting that Verizon is better, but then they're saying that everything is just AT&T.
Right, what specifically though? Are they giving facts or opinions? Everyone talk, you make your decision. What do you think? You think opinions, you think facts.
I think they're giving facts, just not
Alright, Sierra, say that again to your group.
They're giving facts, but only facts, very specific facts that help them.
Right, they can't show this map and say it's 5 times more 3G coverage if it's not completely true. They'll get caught on that, right? Then AT&T will make commercials saying that Verizon are liars. So they can't really do that. But, so this might be true. However, is the only thing that matters in a phone, it's 3G coverage. Is that the only thing that matters in our phones? What other features do phones have?
Speed of the internet.
Well, 3G is the internet speed. But what else can it be?
You can access
Okay, it's gigabytes, or how much memory it has. What else? Does anybody have a phone that has a camera on it?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen people that have phones with cameras on it? You can get apps and stuff. So like the different features of a phone are other possibilities. Is 3G the only type of coverage there is? What other coverages can you have?
There's 4G.
There is 4G. And there's something called LTE, 4G LTE also. My phone has LTE on it. So they're giving a fact, but not necessarily the most important one. All right, you guys keep going with the next one.
But it might also not be because it's 3G, not 4G, other Gs.
Alright, and finally, is
Do you have your paper for evaluation? You have it?
You say what you think first, then I'll just.
Wait, she didn't finish the question. Is this piece of
I think I would say no. Alright.
We'll
What do you guys say? Like,
Yeah, because it seems like it has more coverage than AT&T. Like AT&T only has a few dots on it.
maybe like not even a third of America.
Yeah, and since we're military, we usually move a lot.
So it's effective for you because you're military and you move a lot? That's a great connection. Because specifically for the military, would that be a good audience for this? People that move around a lot? I didn't even think about that one. That was awesome. Who came up with that? Awesome. Good job, man. All right. So as soon as you're done with this one, I want you to move on to the last one, which is going to be a political advertisement. Okay? Video. All right. Say again? No. Click on the Silas family. It's the third ad. Click on it. It's the third one right here. Yeah.
But it's not that white cover.
You could say like, which do you think, what is this audience? You could say like,
What propaganda techniques do you use?
Yeah, we're gonna watch the video.
well, it isn't
Because it was showing their emotions on how they want to save America with the money and cut spending. And also, I think it's using testimonial.
I think it's using literary generalities because it gave a statement that really didn't have a meaning.
I think you could do like,
Kind of did because it would underline like second chance
To what audience?
and say for America.
Isn't that important? When you guys share this letter, isn't it important that you guys can share, hey, maybe this, because you're analyzing it. Is that necessarily going to be absolutely true what you said? No. Well, good. You can evaluate her? That should help you with your evaluation of how she's doing.
Yeah, no.
All right, so I'm going to add this one.
Talking at speeches and stuff. So that technically is general.
Go to the link, and it says, which one does it say? Click on the second one. Okay. So we're going to click on the second ad.
too much
All
money.
right, I want you to focus on what you think.
Weak-minded people.
Second ad of which? Republican? Okay. So we're going to play it. We're going to see.
Let's just say coverage
Clinton has doubled his state's debt, doubled government spending, and signed the largest tax increase in his state's history. Yet his state remains the 45th worst in which to work, the 45th worst for children. It has the worst environmental policy, and the FBI says Arkansas had America's biggest increase in the rate of serious crime. And now Bill Clinton wants to do for America what he's done for Arkansas. America can't take that risk.
All evaluators, you're evaluating your team members out of 5. So on that piece of paper, write down their name and 1 through 5 next to them.
Number 1.
Make sure to evaluate your team too.
What is the message this propaganda is trying to send? Cite evidence that supports your interpretation of this message.
He showed like a thunderstorm and he used big words like risk and like the worst.
People can't take that anymore.
Yeah.
And for children, and that hits
The worst against 45 children.
For the environment and like there's been more crimes in that place and now it's becoming a
Who is the candidate that it is talking about caused all this? Bill, yeah, you got it. Bill Clinton. It's saying Bill Clinton, and this is what he did to Arkansas. What was he for Arkansas? What did it say he did for Arkansas?
He wasn't really a good role model, so they're saying that if he's trying to go if he's trying to be a president for the whole U.S., then it wouldn't really work because he's done so many things that's really bad for him.
That's perfect. All right, so I want you to think about this. What is the message trying to send? All right, Audrey, say it to the group. That was perfect.
That's saying that Bill Clinton
3 minutes. The conversation's going really well so far, but that's it. 3 minutes, then we're done.
Would you guys say that? I mean, he talked to people. Black and white.
Yeah, so it wasn't really dark.
It wasn't good.
He can't govern the state. So call this one.
Is this so? Yes.
What's evidence, by the way, that says he can? What evidence from the
doesn't really
from the movie?
It makes me
So you're telling me that you don't think our president should be the worst for children and for America?
To make sure what is.
Yeah, okay, yes, obviously. Well, good. Okay, so now which technique would you
change
think?
their.
I'm not in like name calling.
Name calling. Why do you think name calling, Calista?
Because it's basically telling all these negative things about him, saying that if he does all these bad things in just one state, then what do you think how much chaos would be if he were to be president for the US?
Perfect. Write that down. That sounds good. All right. I want you know what? I'll let you guys answer if you think it's persuasive or not. Okay.
And also, he also said that he didn't say anything about him. He didn't say, oh, I'm on. He just put all of his stuff in.
Did you get into the video or not?
Because everyone was involved.
And he cut it 90.
They had a lot of money in the budget. And then Clinton, he's shaking always with his hands. He had little things to campaigns. Acting like
So you guys have been different ad. Which one did you look
We
at?
saw the president. We saw Clinton versus
Well, which ad did you watch? What was the ad about?
It was kind of about.
Did it have a title?
It was Bush versus.
Can you show me which one you clicked on? Just that one? Oh, okay. You clicked on the title. Okay, cool. That is good. All right. 20 seconds. Yeah. All eyes on me. Your hand should be at your side. What I would like the teams to do is you guys can just, if you're not at desks, you please bring your Chromebook and your team over to desks so we can kind of have a class discussion. I want for about 8 minutes to talk, to break down what it was we just did. So, let's start with the first ad. One team has something different and we'll let them go at the end, but raise your hand if your first advertisement was Easy Breezy Beautiful Cover Girl. Alright, Lorena, can you share for me what your team said the message was for that advertisement, Easy Breezy Beautiful Cover Girl?
Our message was that it is very easy to do, like, cover girl.
Very easy to use cover girl. Okay. What else? Caleb?
Our team said that the message is trying to get you to buy this project because it made a cover girl or a person on the front of the page beautiful and it's easy to put on.
It's easy to put on, makes you beautiful, you should buy it. That's key. These are all trying to get you to buy the product, support the product. Oh, by the way, evaluators, if while we're talking, you could please give each team member a score 1 through 5 and your team a score 1 through 5 on your ability to complete the task, okay? What evidence tells you that it's, a good product you should buy, easy to use? Calista? The words it uses. It says easy, breezy, beautiful. Those 3 simple words, that's all you need. That's all the evidence you need to say for cover girl. Good. What piece of propaganda is this? What type is it? Joe?
Our group said it was glittering generality.
Okay, why?
Because it has a slogan and it's easy to remember.
Has a slogan, easy to remember. Very good. There was another one it could have been. What was the other one it could have been, Lorena?
Transfer.
Transfer. Sierra, why could it have been transfer?
Because CoverGirl's transferring the words that they use and saying that it's easy, breezy, and it makes you beautiful, and it's basically transferring the words into the product.
Has anybody ever seen another product do that? Anything think of another idea where they took commercials, said words, and then the product, and it made it seem like, so then come out, you're kind of shut right up. What do you think?
For the mascara for the L'Oreal London,
Uh-huh.
it says get the London look.
Get the London look. So you're trying to connect London with, what's the company?
It's L'Oreal.
L'Oreal. So you're trying to connect that London look with L'Oreal. It says the words. Cassidy?
Red Robin Yum.
Red Robin Yum. Trying to transfer the word yum to the place, the name, Red Robin. Very good. I know everyone loves that. Red Robin.
Yum.
Always, every single time. Good. All right, let's go on to the, oh, wait. Finally, who is this going to be effective for? Who is this going to be a good advertisement for? Carrington.
Girls that are in, like, late teens and kind of early 20s.
Early 20s, late teens, girls. Do you think this is gonna be like the most high fancy type of makeup that takes a long time to put on, that can be really complicated but really beautiful? Like, do you think it's that kind of makeup?
No.
No, why? What tells you it's not for like the super rich and, you know, exclusive? Why is it not the exclusive kind of makeup, Cassidy?
Because it says easy in the slogan.
It says easy. So yeah, it kind of tells it's for your kind of everyday teenager, young girl who wants to wear makeup. Do you think they work or they stay at home? You say work? Why do you say work?
Because if they're staying at home, why would you put on makeup?
Okay, that's a good reason. But think of the words. Something in the words makes me think it might be something that works. Sarah, what word?
Beautiful.
Beautiful, definitely. Well, that's always a good word for makeup. What else?
CoverGirl.
Well, that's just the brand name. CoverGirl is the brand name. Brian.
Breezy.
Breezy. Why is breezy important for people who work?
Because it could mean that it can protect against the wind.
Okay. That's possible. It could also mean something else. Chase?
It means it's easy to put on and it doesn't take long.
Yeah, and why is that important for people who work? Sierra?
It's the expression it went like a breeze.
And we're like a breeze. I need to get my stuff on and go. I need to get to work. I need to be there on time. Otherwise, get in trouble. All right. So let's talk about this one. What was the message? I want someone to try and give me the whole thing, like how I modeled it. Who thinks they can do it? Do the whole thing, start to finish, like I modeled it. All right, Will, go for it. Come to the front. Give the full analysis. I'm going to sit in your seat. Go for it.
Okay. So
Don't even look at the answers. I just want you to tell me about it.
Um,
Message, technique, evidence,
all right.
effectiveness.
The message is that Verizon Wireless has more 3G coverage than AT&T and is what they're supposed to say better. And the next question is, because I can't see
Technique used.
technique. The technique that was used is card stacking, because they're only talking about 3G coverage and not 4G coverage, which AT&T might have all over the U.S. and in other places too. And
Effectiveness. Who is it effective for?
it is effective for Verizon Wireless because, well, it's a Verizon Wireless.
Well, what customers is it effective for?
Oh.
What customers is it
Customers?
being effective commercial for?
The customers, it might be effective for those people who don't need 3G coverage or are in these areas.
You don't need 4G.
4G, sorry,
Mhm.
not 3G. That are in the areas where the 3G coverage is located at.
Very good. Up top. Good job. All right, finally. We had a commercial. I'm not going to show it because I saw you all watching it before. It was called Arkansas 2. Some of you watched a different one, and that's okay. So I'll look at your analysis of what yours was later. But Arkansas 2 was one where it showed really dark pictures of Arkansas and talked about all the bad things about the state. Who can tell me what the point of that ad was? Sarah.
That that Bill Clinton was in Arkansas, and well, he was their
Governor. He was their governor.
governor before he started running for president,
Mm-hmm.
and that look what he did to Arkansas. Don't do that for the president.
Absolutely. What's the message, Lorena? What's the message you guys said?
That it is seen that Bill Clinton is not a good candidate.
Not a good candidate. And what technique is it using? Joe.
Wouldn't it be name calling?
It would absolutely be name calling. And guess what? You didn't even see it. You just heard the explanation. You saw a different commercial. Absolutely, that's name calling. Telling you all the bad things about someone. You know, just, oh, look at all the stuff he did. They showed really bleak pictures of trees that were like falling over. They showed the roads that looked terrible.
And there was a bird vulture.
A vulture. Oh, that's awesome. That's some transfer too. Transfer those bad images to Clinton. All right. I want this group. You guys were which one? You're gonna present the whole thing. Which team were you?
F.
F? All right. I'm gonna give you the floor for 2 minutes, and then we're gonna move on to the quiz at the end. So your group F. Your scribe can come up. All right, scribe. I actually just want you to focus on this one, if you don't mind.
The picture.
Yeah.
Okay. The picture says it's
cleaner on the Tide side, and we said that the message for this is that Tide is better for your clothes, better for cleaning your clothes than other brands. And our evidence is that it shows kids in cleaner clothing and holding up a Tide box, and there's another team in dirtier clothing holding up the number 2 brand box. Well, we said that the propaganda type for this is a little bit of transfer, bandwagon, and glittering generalities.
Can you tell me why bandwagon? I see the transfer, the clean to the student. But I'm not saying you're wrong, but I want you to tell me, why do you think bandwagon works?
Because if there are more people doing it, then you should do it too.
Very good. That idea of team is always really important for bandwagon. You want to be on the winning team. That's good. All right, keep going. Who's it effective for?
We said it's effective for people who get down and dirty and want their clothing to be clean at the end of the day.
Very good. All right, I want everyone to come up here and grab an iPad. You can close your Chromebooks. I'll collect those evaluation sheets at the end. We're going to do a little quiz to end today's lesson to see how well we can analyze some of this information.
How do we put the
Chromebook, if you just put it at the back table, that'd be perfect. The evaluator, I'll just hold on to it, I'll click from the end. All right, when you turn on your iPad, it should look like this. Don't hit the home button. Once it turns on, leave it on that screen. We're going to take a little quiz. Anyone not see this screen? I want to make sure the tech's working for everybody. Anyone not see this screen? Guys, leave the papers alone for a minute. We'll get right back to them, okay? If you would turn any of your vocabulary sheets that we had face down during this quiz, I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, good. So, I'm going to flip it. I want you guys to put your name in. Please put your name in. I'll let you know when everyone is in. I can see it right on my screen. Almost. Not everyone, though.
Oh, why is there GarageBand on my screen?
Once it says thank you on your screen, put your hand on top of your head so I know. I got you. I got you. It's okay. It happens. There you go. You're fine. It happens. It's okay. Hand on top of your head. Will, I'm waiting for you. Okay, you're good? All right, cool. Well, let's just start. First question. Things go better with Coke. What do you think it is? If you don't have a pen, raise your hand. I didn't give you an iPad pen. Raise your hand. I did give you. Anyone else? Okay. Almost everyone's answered it. I'm still waiting for a couple of kids. McKenna, Mike. Alessio, Audric. Get those answers in there, Audric. You got it? Okay. Oh, no, I didn't answer. All right. I think the answer is right. Who wants to say it? Brian, what do you think?
Glittering generalities.
All right, and I'm going to show you what that looked like. As a class, 95% of us got it correct. Guys, if you don't get it correct right now, that's okay. I will work with you on this more tomorrow, or we'll talk about it a little later. That's fine. Let's go on to the next one. Is a glittering generality. Proactive solutions. Guys, please do the multiple choice to pick which one you think it is. So far, I'm getting a ton of right answers. That's good. All right, 3, it's getting them in. 2, 1. The only person to answer is me, and I say testimony.
Yay.
And let's see how we did. Very good. 90% correct. That's still very high. Again, we'll talk more about those kids who we have to figure out exactly some of those vocabulary terms. That's okay. All right. This is a little harder. What makes this advertisement effective at persuading teenagers to drink Sprite? LeBron is someone who used to be very famous and their parents could tell them about him. LeBron is currently very famous and plays a sport that many people watch. LeBron explains that Sprite is the reason he's good at basketball in his advertisement. And this ad is not effective because basketball players can't be celebrities. Get your answer in. Half the class's answer so far. All right, let's see what we did. Don't worry about the one that said no answer. That was, oh, sorry. The one that says no answer was me. 90% correct. Very good job. It was, yeah, he's a good basketball player. He's a celebrity. He drinks it. I want to drink it too. All right, next question. What message does this advertisement send? Okay, he thinks he did. Let's see. Is anyone else not able to get onto the question? Sarah, why don't you go click on mine? Not yet. Yeah. Sarah, why don't you hit the home button, hit back, and I might come back. Can I come back to it? Okay, it's okay. What do you think it is? Show me. What do you think it is? Okay. All right. Get those answers in. 3 kids left. Sarah, which one do you want to choose?
It's number 3.
Number 3. If we don't affect climate change, we will eventually be affected. Let's see. Very good. 85% correct. Let's move. The one no answer was Sarah. That was because something messed up with their iPad. All right. Let me know if that happens again, Sarah.
Okay.
All right. Next one. McDonald's. This is a tougher one. And I'm not telling you what part of the ad to look at. All right, the only no answer is me. I'll share it now. 60% got that one right. The answer was bandwagon.
Yes.
Why do you think it was bandwagon? Who could tell me why it was bandwagon? Dennis?
It says billions and billions served.
Billions and billions served. Very good. All right, we can do it. We can do it. What audience would this poster be most persuasive for? Got about 15 seconds until I share it. Who's seen this? Have you seen this poster? Raise your hand. Oh yeah, very popular. We're going to be talking more about war posters later in the week.
Yeah.
It's a very popular form of propaganda. All right, let's share what we got.
Oh, I didn't answer.
Oh, sorry, bud. Which one would you have thought it was? Did you get to it?
The questions were women who want to help the war effort, men who want to help the
Women who want to help the war effort would have been the best possible answer you could have used. All right, so we are now going to do this question, which is, what message does this advertisement send to the audience? Let's go Caleb and Carson and Brian and John.
Some
don't double click. I know a lot of you guys like to click on those, but that kind of puts it in the way. All right, just leave it. Delete
Use
it.
your fingers. Use your.
Just leave it.
No, I know how to do it. I know how to fix it. You bring it over to the side.
Okay, I'll click submit. There you go. Got it. All right, let's share out. I'm the only one who respond. Everyone got that right. Yes. Very nice. Let's look at that same ad. What type of propaganda did you use? I wrote it there. Okay, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, oh, different answer. All right, 90% correct, and the correct answer was transfer. All right, finally, one for you guys. Write your own anti-smoking slogan using one of the types of propaganda we learned about. That's why you have the pen. So write your own slogan, something like easy, breezy, beautiful cover girl, but this time for anti-smoking. I'm going to share 2 of them. I want a slogan. We don't need a picture. Slogan. Okay, about 30 seconds. Okay, that's okay. Ooh, I like that one. That's good. All right, I'm going to share. Let's see this one. Don't be like me. What kind of propaganda technique do you think that is? Yeah.
I'd have to say name calling.
Name calling? Okay, maybe.
Plain folks.
Plain folk, possibly. I still think there's a better one. As an image, don't be like me. Carson?
I'd say that we transfer.
Transfer. That idea, that image with smoking. All right, very good. Let's take a look at this one. What do you think that one is? Not telling you. Yeah.
Glittery generalized.
I don't know. That's pretty specific about what happens when you smoke. I don't know. I would call that one pretty specific. What do you think, Will?
This one is transferring death to smoking.
Okay, I think it is transfer, but it's not even. It's actually doing it pretty explicitly. I think there's a better technique. It is transferring it, but it's actually saying it. What do we call that, Brian?
Name calling?
Name calling. Very good. All right, and I'll give you one more. This is kind of a simple one. Smoking no more. What do we think? What kind is that, John?
Glittering.
Glittering generality. Is that easy to remember? Smoking no more is pretty positive. Good. All right. Thank you guys very much. If you will all exit out of your Nearpod and please place them back as you exit the classroom, I'd very much appreciate it. Have a good day.